That's caught. It's Fields. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Love. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Price. He'll take it himself. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Using his legs, it's Love. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Buying some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And the defense stops him just. The first down maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Sayed. On target over the middle. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and bowling into the line. The sneak scores it.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
One more snap coming before halftime. On the direct snap, it's Love. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Love. It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
On the direct snap, it's Love. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Fields. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Love. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Love. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Finds his man open. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Hits the accelerator to the right. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And a Great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Ohio State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And a finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Love. Makes one man miss. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap, it's Love. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Shakes off the defender. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking for a man. It's Carr. That's caught. It's Love. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Price. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quick strike complete. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
He's down at the 31. And that's a good enough for a first down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bob. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Fields. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Price. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Love. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the whole...
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Smith. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Love. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Love. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up the punt.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Tate. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Hey, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Love. Look out, he's got room. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Jackson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Makes the grab. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and